Alright, fuck it. Let's talk some Mr. Karate. Now, just in case you didn't know, this guy was the final boss of the original Art of Fighting, being hyped up as one of Geese's most powerful underlings. Even hyped so much that he takes the final boss spot from the main villain of the game, Mr. Big. Or at least he does if you play the story mode, but genuinely, who the fuck plays anything in Art of Fighting 1 other than the story mode? And, as you may know, it was revealed after this fight that Mr. Karate is just an alter ego for Takuma, the father and master of Ryo and Yuri, and he only took the job of working for Geese because his family was threatened and it was the only way to keep them safe. But, of course, that was only revealed in the second game, with Art of Fighting 1 getting a big cliffhanger instead of an ending because SNK loves their storylines, and after the first game, Takuma abandons the persona altogether. It's pretty clear that the goal with Mr. Karate was to make the most dangerous and badass boss yet, being Geese Howard's personal hitman and a legendary one at that. You know, it's something that gives the cast a real run for their money. And while whether that was successful in this first game is up to you, he undoubtedly sold a mystery aspect and was a cool secret for anyone that played single player. But now that we got the backstory out of the way, let's talk about his appearances, cause surprisingly, this character has appeared quite a handful of times. Of course, there have been many cameos of him, or his mask more accurately, in other KOF and Fatal Fury games, but his first official reappearance proper is in the Game Boy version of KOF 96, where if you beat the game on hard without losing a single match, you'll get to fight the legend, and there's a cheat afterwards that lets you play as him. After that, his next appearance was in SVC Chaos as one of the base characters you can play as, being a fun weird addition to a fun weird crossover game. And Ryo has taken the mantle of Mr. Karate, or Mr. Karate 2, in a number of appearances, including the Art of Fighting team ending in KOF 15. So, what we can gather from this little talk is that Mr. Karate is pretty much exclusively a non-canonical character, as Takuma only used the persona when he was being forced to be Geese's personal assassin, with the only other canon showcase of the name of Mr. Karate being when eventually an older Master Ryo takes the mantle in the New Age games. But there is one more appearance of this persona, and I left it out because this is, in my opinion, Mr. Karate's best appearance, that being as a DLC character in one of the best KOF games ever made. KOF 13 Mr. Karate is an interesting case to me for a lot of reasons that I'd like to get into. He is one of 3 DLC characters in 13, standing next to Nest Kyo and original moveset Iori, more or less being Takuma's EX variant. Not only that, but he also stands with the other DLC characters as one of the best and most powerful characters in the entire game, which is just kind of funny to me. Now, this version of Mr. Karate exists with the knowledge that he technically doesn't exist anymore, already baked into his characterization, because, for all intents and purposes, this version is a phantom. He's not a real fighter that exists in the tournament. He's more of a hallucination of past sins and fights. You can see that through the intros he has with Raiden, Hua Jai, and some of the Art of Fighting team, where Geese's underlings talk about him as if he's some sort of big legend, and the Art of Fighting characters, like Takuma, refer to him as if he's a ghost or a demon that doesn't even exist anymore. He's basically Schrodinger's canon. He might exist as visions Takuma could be having, or just a silly, goofy, fuck-off non-canon role. I mean, KOF 13 was meant to show the rebirth of SNK, so like, maybe. But the part that makes me absolutely adore this version of Mr. Karate is how he fights. Because for lack of a better term, Mr. Karate is what happens when you take an already fundamental based character like Takuma and you make him even more of a fundamentalist by about 50 times. Here, let me show you. Okay, so Takuma, right? All his normals are martial artsy, they're down and dirty, quick and simple, pretty alright. For specials, he's got 2 versions of his fireball, a charge kick, a close-up command grab, and a multi-hit. And also his supers are pretty standard for a character like him. And now Mr. Karate. He has pretty similar normals, but now his light punch is a multi-hit, and for specials, he has a rising punch, a break during the rising punch, a mid-screen command grab, an airborne kick for the corner, a Gatling punch, a punch that acts like a projectile but isn't, a way to quickly step forward after that not projectile punch, and a goddamn parry. And there is no funny business in sight here. no charge moves, everything except for the Gatling punch and cancels are done through motion inputs, and the only time he whips out a fireball is during his supers, and he's given a third super that's done entirely through more motion inputs, by the way. So not only does the move list and amazing design and animations sell how dangerous and legendary this character is, not only do you have intro dialogue that also sells it, but every single move this guy has is the purest of pure fundamentals, and he's one of the best characters in the game doing it. The bastard doesn't even have a basic fireball, and he's one of the strongest in the entire cast. This is Mr. Karate. He just is. And not only is he one of the most fun characters in the entire game, in one of the greatest KOF games, but he's also just fucking awesome, and I love it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about Mr. Karate because he's really cool and awesome and really fun, and I think KOF 13 is really fun and awesome, and I don't really have an outro for this because this is just fun, having fun, dumb, stupid, fun shit. So, don't do drugs unless they're the cool ones, like weed and nickels. Okay, have fun. Bye, guys.